If your mind goes blank around someone you're attracted to, there's a reason for this. It's something called the nervous system activation. So let's say you're around a woman that you are attracted to. Something fires in your amygdala in your brain that's like this social threat detection system. And generally it's based upon past experiences. So maybe in the past you have this experience of rejection or embarrassment connected to approaching women or maybe approaching certain types of attractive women, and it fires, right? So this like, oh, it's like bells going off and you're like sort of connected to a gestalt of all those types, all those experiences in the past, or maybe that one really powerful experience in your past, and it fires and it leads to this a re-experiencing of rejection, and rejection now for you equals pain. And so what does it do? It sets off the fight, flight, or freeze response. Now, what I would call that is hypnosis. You essentially go into a kind of hypnosis. And sometimes when I talk about fight, flight, or freeze, I would say that fight is sort of because you're not going to fight the situation. Like, what are you going to fight? You're not going to fight her, and what would that do, right? So, fight is like modern day anxiety. So, what you're doing is experiencing a kind of anxiety. However, you experience that, maybe it's flushed face, whatever it is, embarrassment, right? Embarrassment, anxiety. Fight. You're fighting the emotions that you're experiencing. Not like saber-toothed tiger fighting this feeling, as opposed to flight. Now, sometimes they'll say flight is like modern day depression where you withdraw from things, but in this case, you might actually flee. You're in the situation, it's uncomfortable, you might just leave. Figure out some sort of way to extricate yourself out of this situation and get out of there, or create some other distraction. Or you might freeze. That's when your mind goes blank. You don't know what to say. It's hey, how's about the weather? And you just stumble over your words and you don't know what to say, or maybe say nothing. The mind going blank. That's what's happening. Literally, blood isn't going to the higher centers of your brain, because like it's happening to me right now, because it's going to your body to fight the situation, the threat that it feels it's under from your past experiences. So it wants to fight it, it wants to run away or shut everything down, including the higher centers where you would have maybe a witty response, a flirty response. You don't even have access to that. So it limits your ability to think. So you forget things, you freeze. Now, here's the special little gift for you if you're successful in business. If you're a guy and you're successful in business, you may be the type of person who's intelligent, right? You got there for a reason. You're in engineering, or maybe you're in IT, or maybe you're in a C-suite position, and you got there because you're smarter than the average bear, right? But what's also happening is you're often probably overthinking things. Now, because I tend to know a lot about hypnosis, a lot of times people who are more analytical and successful will say things like, oh, I can't be hypnotized because I overthink things, I'm too smart, or I think through things, or I'm not gullible enough, weak-minded enough to be able to be hypnotized. Well, the little hidden truth is, if you're overthinking and you're in your head all the time, you're always hypnotized. So I don't even need to hypnotize people who are analytical. You're always in your head. If you aren't in your physical body, feeling your body in the place where you are now, sitting as I am, or standing, if you're not in that body and feeling it, and in the moment you're in right now, not thinking about the rejection or embarrassment and all the times you've had that in the past, or projecting of what she might say or how she might respond, that's all up here. You are already hypnotized. We are most suggestible to ourselves. So you're already giving yourself those negative suggestions about how horrible this is going to be, so you don't say anything, so your mind just goes blank. That's what's happening. Attraction happens in the present moment. When you're present in your body, and maybe like I'm doing now, you slow down. Take in what's actually happening, not reading into what you think might be happening. No mind reading, being in the moment. That's where attraction happens. That's the problem. Your past conditioning has conditioned you to think of attraction as equaling rejection, as equaling embarrassment and danger. So it triggers that hypnotic response of fight, flight, or freeze where your mind goes blank. Your mind isn't failing. It's actually your nervous system, your amygdala, that's trying to protect you. Your unconscious mind is trying to protect you with the unfortunate unconscious patterns that it's learned. So the key is to unlearn those unconscious patterns so you just show up more confident, more present, more attractive to the women that you're attracted to.